My partner and I, we're both very outdoorsy people. I'm Australian, he's Canadian, and I think in our home we wanted it to reflect who we are. We wanted lovely, natural sort of fibers and textures and that sense of the outdoors inside as well. And so he has a different sort of taste, shall I say, than mine, but I was able to, when we moved in together, really sort of incorporate his sense as well as mine, which I think is important.
What was the theme for your home and what was your process of decorating it?
I had a sense of what I wanted in terms of bringing rattan, the coffee table for example, and like lovely cushions and textures through that, and obviously we have the cowhide rug in here. Adam had complete say over the couch that we ended up getting, which is a mammoth thing that can fit about 6 people on it. But you know, knowing that he wanted that, you know, we were able to agree on a lighter sort of grey material, a light grey fabric, and we were able to put a ton of cushions and throws over to sort of break up that really solid feel of it. Adam had a couple of ottomans at his house, and I was able to get them refabricated in the same fabric that we bought the couch in. So little things like that. You know, with the coffee table, for example, I wanted something that was a lighter feel because we had the heavy structure of the couch, and so having, you know, an oak coffee table in the middle would just feel, in my mind, too heavy. You know, it'd have to be something that would have a nice juxtaposition against the heaviness of the fireplace as well. So we went for something round and light. And it's not the most practical of coffee tables, but what I then did was have a butler's table built so that when people are over, we can put the butler's table on top and everyone can have their drinks and, you know, put canapes out, and you don't have to worry about trying to balance everything on a small spherical surface. The art is a bit eclectic. It's a mix of, you know, we've got a beautiful big picture from over there's a picture of Bondi on our wall, and you know, that's something that Adam got me for my birthday, and it reminds me very much of home, Bondi Beach. It's a favourite spot of mine. The art that we have in the corner over here, by the bar unit, I actually drew that for Adam for his birthday. And then in the hall we have a couple of harmonograms by an artist called Ivan Musevich. I found them at the hospital club a few years ago and bought them as a pair. As you've seen, we've got some photos from our trip that we went on earlier this year to Tanzania. So we were really lucky to have been able to get away, and we had some incredible photos, and it was such a special trip for the both of us that we really wanted to have that highlighted in our home. And then I guess the only other piece is this one here. It's a Dali. It's a print, but I found it in an antique store in Bonifacio in Corsica a few years ago with my mum and my sister, and there were only a handful of prints made of this particular piece, and it comes with its like certificate of authentication. At some point in this building's history, someone put a lot of love into the garden. You know, there's a beautiful old established magnolia and fiddle tree out there, and beautiful old rose bushes and a climbing wisteria, and in spring it's absolutely beautiful. And I spend a lot of time out there. We've got a lovely big dining table out there we bought that from Kettler. It seats like 10 people around it, so we've had a lot of fun over the summer being out there. Adam's always on the barbecue, even if we don't have people over. He just loves being out there, creating fire and smoke and mess. actually found the bar unit from Vintage Design. It's a little bronze 3 tower stack. It has a nice Art Deco feel to it. And we didn't want anything that was too overpowering. The crystal decanter on top, I bought that for Adam for a Christmas present one year. And normally it's filled with bitter scotch. I think he's
out.
He's out. He needs a refill. Yeah. I really love beautiful wooden acoustic guitar, and we obviously have a guitar box for it. But I thought because it is such a beautiful piece of art in itself, why not have it out on display? Also, a couple of our friends are actually more musically gifted than both Adam and I, and so when they come over, they often pick it up and we all sit around. Continuing on with bringing sort of the outdoors in and continuing with those natural fibers and aesthetics. We went for, we got a new bed, so we went for something that felt a bit more sumptuous. So we got a navy velvet bed frame. But again, we mixed it with like the cowhide on the cowhide on the floor. We have big rattan hamper. Obviously the rocking chairs in there, so bringing that beautiful French cane into the bedroom as well. And then when you enter into the bedroom, you'll also see a really lovely large candle lantern. We have the same one in the lounge room, and we often have that lit at night time with the doors open, and not only does it bring nice little romance into the room, but I also feel it ties the house together in a way that we aesthetically wanted. Everything from the wrought iron frame mirror at the front of the home, all the way to the console and how we got the console made, the wrought iron of the bookcase, and then the strategically placed big candle lanterns that we have around. I like the sort of the brass. The brass again, it brings in another tone to the room.
Thank you so much for that, Dan. It's been such a pleasure talking to you. As you know, I love interiors and this place has such an amazing vibe. So congratulations on making such a beautiful home for yourself and your partner.
Thank you so much. Real pleasure to have you.